Hello everybody, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. I know we are short on time, so I'm going to try to make this as concise as possible. That way you can get back to whatever you need to be doing. So this video today is all about how I got pregnant, and I'll be sharing some things that I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that I shared in my TTC video. So if you haven't seen that and you want to know kind of just more details, I would check out that video first and then watch this one. So that's going to be most important, to watch that one first and then check out this video. I'm going to be posting them in that order as well. So something to think about as well when you see them on the channel, to try to watch them in the order I post them in, since I try to do it in the way that makes most sense. However, if you just want to know how I got pregnant and you don't want to know about the TTC journey, that's totally fine too. Then this video is great for you. So we're going to jump right in. So I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of backstory that I went over in my TTC video, but not as much detail. Again, check that one out if you want more detailed explanations on some of these things. So basically, I got off birth control and then it took me 11 months to get pregnant. But some of the key things that I did when trying to get pregnant that I wouldn't have gotten pregnant if I hadn't done these things was I changed the way I was eating completely. So I was not eating enough before and not eating enough of the right things, trying all these different diets and things like paleo and like not so paleo but still a little bit paleo, so like basically low carb. And it was just super hard for my body and I didn't realize it when I was in it. But then once I started incorporating back the foods that are not paleo friendly, I actually was able to get pregnant. So that's really important in my journey, because that caused my body to do things that it wasn't doing before, like ovulating correctly and having a strong enough ovulation. Because not only do you want your body to ovulate when you're trying to get pregnant, but it needs to be a strong enough ovulation, or else it's not going to lead to pregnancy. So I started eating more foods, a lot more carbs, and I worked specifically with a dietitian online, and she really helped me with that journey and helped with some disordered eating that I was going through. I also made sure to have enough calories, so that was a big thing for me too. Not only did I need enough carbs within my diet to cause my body to ovulate, but I also needed to eat enough calories. So I had to eat 2,500 calories a day to make sure that my body felt like it wasn't starving and that it was able to ovulate. And between part of the time of the year before and to the time I got pregnant, I had gained about, I think, 15 pounds at least within that time frame, without really trying, but just trying different diets and things like that. My weight was always fluctuated a lot up and down, but that was something that had happened along the way. And so when I bumped up my calories to 2,500 and ate more carbs, honestly, I was already at close to my set point weight, if you will, and so I didn't really gain that much weight. And I just want to put that in there, because if anyone's watching this who is worried and afraid about gaining weight to get pregnant, I just want to put your mind at ease that even when I started eating more to get pregnant, it didn't really make me gain that much weight. So I had gained it over time, just throughout my journey, but not because of eating 2,500 calories and eating more carbs. Hopefully that makes sense. If you need more explanation, always let me know in the comments below. Also, I started exercising less. So I was already exercising very low intensity, at least so I thought, and I wasn't really exercising that much, at least in my opinion. I've been an exerciser or into exercise since I was 13 years old, and to give you an idea, I'm 27 now. I just turned 27 in 2025, and so I've just always exercised. I've always really loved it, but I took it down a notch and I made sure to keep my heart rate within a certain range. I didn't do any cardio, I took all of that out, and so I just did really, really low intensity things like stretching and yoga, and I even forced myself to take a rest day a couple times. So that one was really hard for me. That was probably the hardest rule within this community that I was working with my dietitian that I mentioned earlier. So that was really hard for me. Now I'm just back at it and I'm enjoying exercise regularly again every day, just because it makes me feel so good, but I don't feel as obsessive about it as I used to. So that's really nice to have that freedom. So that's something that the program that I was in working with the dietitian really taught me. So I exercised less, I scaled it back, I ate more. That was super important. Lots of prayer, of course. None of it was possible without God. So I really want to make sure that that is in here and that you know that, because praying and having other people pray for you too, I think is super important. And I just want to shout out the people who prayed for me in my journey along the way, because there were some people in my close group of friends, whether it was through my online community or in person, that I had told that I was struggling to get pregnant, and I asked them, and they even said they would before I even asked them to pray for me. And it was so wonderful to have those people praying for me, because I truly believe when you pray for someone else that better things happen, and that it can make the things you want happen even faster. God is so powerful, and I won't even get into that. That would be a separate video, and I don't want to take all your time, but praying was definitely part of my journey as well. Some things that may have helped in my journey along the way that are kind of, I'm not really sure if they helped or not, and it'd be really hard to tell. I did so much tracking within my journey, so obviously you have to get your timing right. Yes, that wasn't really an issue for my husband and I, because even with the tracking and everything, it was so up and down for ovulation and everything that we just never missed a day, basically. And so we always made sure that we had all of our bases covered. But tracking even the supplements I was taking I think at least over 10 supplements, different kinds of pills a day, fish oil and magnesium and just everything you could think of that you've probably heard in the TTC community to try to get pregnant. So I was taking so many different ones. It was pretty exhausting. And then some of them you even had to take multiple of them a day, so it wasn't just one pill of magnesium, it was maybe 2 pills, and so it was just a lot. I don't know if I would recommend that. Definitely wouldn't be the place I would start. I would definitely maybe work specifically with a dietitian if I were to start again and really try to get pregnant and need to hone in on it. I would work with a dietitian and see what they say on what supplements to take before you just jump in and try a bunch of supplements, because I honestly don't think that was the thing that caused me to get pregnant. Sorry, I'm looking down at my notes here. I don't want to forget anything, because when I was trying to get pregnant, I would have loved a video like this. I know there's a bunch of them out there, but honestly, none of them helped me. So I'm really hoping these specific things, if your journey is anything like mine, which you'll know when you watch my TTC video, if your journey is anything like mine, that this video specifically helps you and the type of person that you are, hoping to help that type of person. Obviously, I'd love to help everybody, but I don't know if what worked for me is going to work for you. So hopefully this will work for someone who's out there struggling maybe with the same issues that I was struggling with. And then the last thing that I did is kind of a myth, but I tried it anyway. This is the only cycle that I tried it on. So I'm like, I want to think it works. If I ever try to get pregnant again, I'm definitely going to try it again whenever I'm ready to be pregnant. So I did the pineapple core for implantation. I think I ate just like a couple pieces a day. Nothing crazy. I didn't eat the whole thing in one day or anything, but I think I was just like a couple little pieces of pineapple core every single day. And that was the cycle that I got pregnant on. So I have no idea if that really did anything or not, but I hadn't tried that on any other cycle because I didn't really buy into that myth back then. But I am curious to see if it actually did anything. I'm not sure, so I would definitely try it again if I was trying to get pregnant. And if you want to get pregnant, I would definitely recommend just giving that a try and seeing if it'll help you. So those are all the things on how I got pregnant. Hopefully some of that helped you within that, combined with my TTC video, to understand how I got pregnant and how maybe your journey is similar to mine, and that way you can get pregnant as well. That's always the goal, right? Whenever you want to be pregnant, you want to be pregnant right now. So I really hope this video helps you to get pregnant and reach your goals. That's always kind of my goal as this channel, is to help you live a better, helpful, more successful life. So if you like this video, make sure to check out the other ones on the channel and subscribe to support my channel as well. And like the video. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions, please. I'm pretty much an open book, so I'd love to share more of my journey with you and hear about your journey as well. And I will see you in the next video.